to the Phoenix Zone and all things Cayman. I'm Phoenix Sang, and I'm here at the Harquail Theatre for the 20th anniversary of the Cayman Arts Festival. I'm here with Mr. Glen Inanga, the organizer and one of the performers here at this year's Cayman Arts Festival. Mr. Glen, thank you for joining the Phoenix Zone and happy 20th anniversary.
Thank you very much, Phoenix, for inviting me to your Phoenix show. It sounds very exciting, and thank you for the celebratory wishes.
So, how did the Cayman Arts Festival start, and what are some milestones in the past 20 years?
Oh, wow, gosh. So the Cayman Arts Festival started 20 years ago, and prior to that we had been here, my duo partner Jennifer Micallef and I had been here to perform in 2001, which was 23 years ago. And the response that we received from many people was so overwhelming, where they said, you've got to come back and perform. And Jennifer had this bright idea when on our next concert, I think after Cayman, we were off to Scotland to perform, and she said, I know the perfect answer to everybody's desires. Let's start a festival. It sounded really crazy at the time, but we decided to give it a go and see where it took us. So 20 years later, here we are. Significant milestones, I would say. I think we have always focused on education, and as a result of that we have a fantastic education program in addition to the events that we organize. And this particular education program is an after-school program for kids who basically are given the opportunity to try out different instruments and have free tuition and have access to this particular instrument to take home, practice on, and basically we've followed their development right from primary school all the way through to high school. And so we've now got our Cayman Arts Festival Youth Camerata Orchestra, which is really a very exciting development, which we are hoping to hear next week in the festival for the first time.
So, what got you started in your music career?
Oh, wow. Well, as they always say, there's always a wonderful social dimension to anything. I used to have these wonderful family reunions whenever we went off to Canada from Nigeria, where I was based. And I found all my cousins played something, and I actually felt I wanted to be able to play something myself. And so as a result of that, I said to my mom when I came home, I was about 7, about to turn 8, I said, I would love to play piano. And she said, absolutely. She said to me, it's very easy. There's certain things up there, certain notes up there that match certain notes on the keyboard. And if you could match those, you could play anything. And I couldn't believe it was so simple. And I decided to give it a try. And I've never looked back since. It's been really wonderful.
So you kind of got motivated by how your cousins started playing instruments,
Yes.
and then you decided to get a piano.
We already had a piano in the house, which my mother, because she was a music teacher, she heard it, but I never took notice of it. And again, it's only because I saw some of the other people playing, and that's the wonderful thing about being around your peers. If you're in an environment where people around your age are doing something, then you want to give it a try, even though you've seen grown-ups doing it, because you've seen other kids doing it. You think, oh, this sounds really cool. I'd like to give it a go.
So what are you performing tonight?
Right, so tonight it's an all-piano concert. There's only one piano on stage. At the very first section of the concert, we are going to have a wonderful program of music by one composer called Sergei Rachmaninoff. Last year was his 150th anniversary of his birth. And the lady tonight, called Asiya Korepanova, she's a phenomenal pianist. She dedicated her entire season to learning and performing everything he wrote. It took about 8 hours and 6 recitals to perform. And so when we invited her to perform tonight, she said she wanted to do a Rachmaninoff program. And I said, I'd love to play something with you. And she said that we could play a Rachmaninoff duet for one piano, 4 hands. So 2 of us shall be sitting on one piano to play towards the second section of the performance.
So what are your goals for the future of the Cayman Arts Festival?
Well, I'd love to see many more opportunities for young people. I'd love to see many more events taking place that are going to help to support young people and give them the exposure that they need. I really benefited from people who are sort of helping me, supporting me, and from having the right environment around me. So I'm hoping that we can create that sort of environment in Cayman for young people to feel very supported, and for artists to have, of us to have a very thriving arts community, like performing arts community.
So we want to support the community in the festival in the future.
Pardon?
We want to support the community and
Oh yes, one of the wonderful things we've really enjoyed is wonderful support from the community. Look at tonight, people are come to concerts just by coming to concerts. You're supporting people. If you go to a concert where somebody's playing, they get wonderful energy from the fact that they're playing for you and you're there to hear what they're actually sharing with you. So I find that's very, very wonderful. Let's show support when people actually come out and come and hear someone perform. Just like somebody listening to a video you posted online and they're clicking on like or they're listening to it and giving you some feedback. It really makes you want to do more, right? Because you think people are interested in what you're doing. So yes, that's wonderful support just by coming tonight.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Phoenix. Thank you very much for having me on your show.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Phoenix Zone and all things Cayman and the 20th anniversary of the Cayman Arts Festival. If you enjoyed this episode of the Phoenix Zone and all things Cayman, please share, like, and subscribe.